What's up, everybody? Rene Rodriguez here with a Long Story Longer podcast, and today's guest is the one and only 10-year-old drumming sensation, my son, Ryan Kal-El Rodriguez.
Let's go.
What's up, boy? What are you doing?
Yesterday I wanted to come on the podcast because I haven't been here yet. So, what we're going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about a little bit of everything. We've got Christmas going on. Christmas just happened. It's a new year. We've got an exciting year coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to talk about everything that's going on.
All right.
So with Christmas that just happened, so far I just turned 44 because that's my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get me a gift, so that's kind of messed up, but it's okay.
I didn't have money. I barely had $11. I can't get even...
Well, you could buy me something for $11, bro.
I'm gonna go, but then take me to the store.
You got more than $11 now.
Well, now. Because I got a lot of money.
And you could buy me something with that money, bro. Look at all the stuff I bought you.
Oh, yeah, but it's because I'm waiting for Father's Day to get you that Ninja Turtle shoes.
Yeah, all right, whatever.
I am.
I'm kidding. You don't got to get me nothing. But on Christmas, you got several cool gifts. What did you get?
I got a PlayStation VR 2. I got some Nikes, some red and black Nikes. I got this sweater from my friend Miguel. I got a West Coast shirt. I got a Sullen shirt. I got a Deftones shirt. I got a Venom shirt. And a lot of money, and a Raphael action figure.
Mm-hmm. And clearly that sweater's your favorite because ever since Miguel gave it to you, you haven't taken it off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just yesterday. It's comfortable.
It's comfortable? You like it a lot?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, man. And as far as the PlayStation VR, what are you liking about it?
I like how, like, the graphics, like, on the TV, it shows, like, one thing, but, like, when you have the headset on, like, it's like you're actually there, like...
You can feel the depth.
Yeah. Like, my dad, he got a Star Wars game on the PlayStation VR 2, and...
Horizon Zero Dawn.
And Horizon Zero Dawn, and the zombie game, and I just bought another one with a gift card that I got today.
Yeah, you got a gift card from Freddy.
Yep. And the Star Wars one, when my dad got into it with the headset, he saw that it starts at a cliff, and my dad, he saw the cliff, and he said it looked like you're actually there.
Yeah, so at the opening screen of the game, you are standing by a cliff, and for a second you do forget that you're not in that actual world. So I was walking up to it and looking over the cliff, and it's crazy because you do see the difference from the ground to whatever's down there. It picks up all your emotions, and it does feel like you're going to fall down if you get too close. It does feel dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, but... So you got that Horizon Zero Dawn. That was pretty intense. The graphics are real good on that one.
Yeah, I like on the Horizon Zero Dawn where like you have to reach in your back to grab like your bow and your arrow, and you actually have to pull back and not just press a button.
And then for life, you actually have to eat an apple.
Mhm.
You gotta make the hand motions of you eating an apple.
And then we had another zombie game that we got. It's called Arizona Sunshine 2. And when you grab the gun, you have to press a button like you're actually using a real gun to
Release a clip.
release the mag. And you have to press a button on the side of your remote to like grab stuff and pull back the chamber.
Yeah, so he knows the terminology better than I do as far as the mag or the clip.
The clip for a gun is like for like a M1 Grand,
Okay.
basically. And then for like more of the modern weapons, it's a magazine.
So I've been educated by my son as far as firearms go. You learned that from Call of Duty or what?
Theo,
From Theo, Ruben, or Rudy, or both?
Rudy, and Ruben.
Yeah, both of them. And then, so then yesterday was New Year's. We hung out with Big Dog and his family, and Theo Ruben was there, cousin Michelle was there, Manny was there. You got to pop some artillery shell fireworks. Had a good time doing that.
Yeah, they pop really loud. I ran to that side of the backyard to the other side, because when they would pop, it would actually, like, when you hear the sound, it actually, like, pushes you back, kind of.
Mm-hmm. The impact of the blast.
Yeah.
And then you would hear the shrapnel hit the roof of the house or the patio of the house after it had popped.
Yeah.
Or the debris.
Especially when you got stuck lighting that one when you were doing 4 at a time.
So my brother had the idea to light 4 artillery shells in a row. So he had one of them. He was in charge of one of them. Big Dog was in charge of the other. Ruben the other one, and me the first one in line. And I had a lighter, the little gun-looking lighter. Mm. And all 3 of them were able to light theirs before I was able to light mine. And one of them popped before I lit mine. So it popped pretty close to my face, and believe it or not, I didn't startle. I didn't get scared. But I did think for an second, like, oh shit. But I was able to light mine and run back, and I didn't get to enjoy the fireworks because I was busy running. Once all 4 popped off, but it was crazy. That could have been dangerous.
Yep.
And as far as New Year's, do you have any New Year's resolutions? You're too young for resolutions, but what are you thinking as far as resolutions?
I don't really know, just because I'm doing good right now, and I'm sure I'm gonna do good in this new year. So I haven't thought anything yet.
You've got to do better in school. You got to do better with your handwriting, Wee.
My teacher said I had good handwriting. He even told you.
No, he didn't tell me that.
He tells me every single.
He told me you're one of his favorite students, but he didn't tell me your handwriting was nice.
He told me what the day that you told him on Class Dojo that
we need to focus on your handwriting.
Yeah, he, like, 2 days after we were doing it's like correcting sentences.
Right.
And you have to write it, the first time you write it, you have to do it in print. And then after you check the answer, then you have to write the answer in cursive. And he said I had good handwriting.
He said that?
Yes, he did.
You still need practice because it's not up to my standard.
It's perfect.
Dude, you've seen my handwriting. My handwriting's real nice and legible, real clear.
Well, if you want me to do cursive handwriting all the time, then
mine's not cursive.
Yeah, but, like, I do better cursive than I do print.
I want to see it to believe it.
Alright. I showed you my signature.
Yeah, I got to see it again because I can't remember.
Right.
But anyway, you can do better in school, though.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've got 80s. I'd rather you bump them up to 90s and above. I've always told you that.
My teachers are strict.
Huh?
My teachers are strict.
Yeah, but he actually thinks you're cool. He has to be strict. That way you get your stuff together.
Well,
he's a good dude. I like him.
My lowest grade, which is the 80s, it's like a 83 right now, is science. Because my teacher, she's strict. Really strict.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you gotta pick it up, bro. Him being strict has nothing to do with your grades. You gotta dedicate yourself and focus.
No, I have 3 teachers who have to move classes.
Oh, you do? I didn't know that.
It's because since we have a new principal, she made a 5th grade get ready for
middle school.
Middle school, yeah.
Okay. I did not know that. That's first. So, but you're gonna pick up your grades, right? You're gonna try.
Yes, I'm gonna try harder.
You're gonna try harder. That's good.
Yeah, I just want to get past this. How much? Spring break is in March.
Yes.
So I'm gonna get past these at least 2 months and a half. And
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's March 10th. It starts March 10th, and I believe it's that week and the following week, which kicks off on the 17th of that week. So you have 2 weeks off, bro. So this year for Christmas, for the first time in a long time, I was home for more than a weekend. How was that? What was that like, having me home more than just a couple of days?
Really fun, because that's the most that you've ever been home.
In a long time, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, because as a maintainer with the railroad, I was only home on weekends, and every third weekend I'd be stuck on call. And several years before, I'd be stuck on call on Christmas or Thanksgiving, right?
Mhm.
And that sucked. You got to spend it with grandma, grandpa, your grandma Josie too, your uncles Rudy and Ruben, your
Well,
mama.
last year you were here.
Last year I was here, but before that, I think the last time I was on call was when I was maintaining Fort Sumner, New Mexico. I was stuck on call during Christmas. That sucked. I didn't like that one bit.
Mhm.
But now I'm back on the gang, and I'm home for a week at a time for the most part. And it just so happened that I was home for a good long while because I took vacation time in December. So I was home for 20 days. I fly out tomorrow. I'm not ready to go back to work, but I'll make the best of it.
It's only 5 days.
Yeah, it's only 5 days and I'll be back. So it'll be all right. And in regards to work, though, so my compadre Jaime had gotten a hold of some people at work at BNSF, and they've got an article that they write about employees every so often. I'm not sure how often that article comes out, and it's called Off the Clock. And that's where they talk about an employee that does certain hobbies or something cool on his off time when he's not working. So Jaime had told them about me and you, Ryan, and about One Star Day. He told them that we do music together, that you play drums, that I play guitar, and that we have our music videos and our songs out there. So we got nominated pretty much, and we got interviewed, huh?
Mhm.
So why were you upset whenever they first only talked to me before they talked to you?
When we did the two guys.
No, whenever her name was Paige,
Oh.
I had told you that she had interviewed me to ask me about the band, but you were in school. And you were like, that's not fair. How come she's not talking to me?
Because, like, the last two interviews that we had, I think the last one that we had, I only got to talk about my favorite bands, and he talked for the most part, because I never get talked to that much in an interview. So I was...
Yeah, those guys directed all the questions at me instead of you. I think it would have been better. When I went into that interview, I was hoping that they would ask you more questions. I think it'd make more sense for them to hear your perspective.
Yeah, and then we still need to do... Victor still needs to interview me.
Yeah, we're going to have Victor, because he's good at talking, try to help us do an interview on One Star Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make that happen. We'll do that for the new song that we're working on. But before we get to that new song, so Paige had gotten a hold of me, like I was saying, and she interviewed me, asking me questions about myself and Ryan and the band and how this started. So I told her the whole story. I told her that Adam and I had always been wanting to work together on a project, and that whenever we started writing music and whenever I went to the studio, that Adam had mentioned bringing Drew, his brother, that's a great drummer also, to be the drummer, and that I was on board with it. But then you started going to the studio with me, and you were like, I'm going to be your drummer, right, Daddy? And I was like, yeah, you're going to be my drummer. Because you're already going to classes, and you're already doing great.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember I told Adam, and I explained this to Paige also, I told Adam, like, hey, man, I hope you don't mind. Hope this doesn't turn you away from being a part of this project, but Ryan wants to drum with us, and here's the track. I already recorded the guitar. Ryan already recorded the drums. Here's how it sounds. Tell me what you think. And Adam liked it. And we stuck with it from there, right?
Yeah.
So I told Paige about that, and she interviewed me with more questions too. I talked to her about how Greg Garcia from work. Greg Garcia's in the track department. He's the guy that helped us out with bass on 1985. I let her know about Greg too, that Greg has a bunch of music out there on YouTube and on streaming platforms. So I mentioned everything to her and gave her as much information as I could about the band, all in all, about us. And you wanted her to interview you also. So I was able to get a hold of her in the email. And then she called back a day or two later and she talked to you too, huh?
Yep.
Do you remember what she asked you?
She asked me what was my favorite moment from like memory of me drumming, and I told her that when you took me to Guitar Center when I was little, and I was drumming, and then you took apart the clip, and then you made it look like I was actually drumming, but like you made like the drums like.
I made it make sense.
Yeah. And then she asked me if I wanted to tell anybody anything like a quote, and I told her that like if you're like famous or anything and like you're in a point in your life where like you feel like you can't do it no more, then just keep on going, because basically like nothing can stop you. That's like basically like your mind telling you to do something else, but really you need to keep on going, because I forgot what I said, but I said something like that, to just don't give up.
Don't give up on your dreams, just keep on pushing at it.
Yeah.
And the music will come at you eventually.
That's why I said earlier before we were recording, that basically like your favorite artist or anything, they're like, you think of them as cool, but basically everybody else could do the same thing as that artist.
Mm-hmm.
They just need to set their mind to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm not a cool guy, but my music makes us cool.
Nothing's cool, because everybody could do the same thing.
Oh, yeah. You just got to make the effort to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We all have the potential to do music, to do anything that we set our minds to. We all have the potential. The only person stopping that from happening is ourselves. And I'm glad that you see that. I'm glad you don't want to stop doing it. I'm glad that you're all about it.
Yep.
But I want you to, the way you are with music, I want you to put that towards your other art, as far as drawing and stuff like that, and also into your education, also into everything in life. You got to have that passion for everything. That way you get a successful life in the future lined up for you, you know?
Yep.
And then we essentially both told her that music was life to us. We care about music a lot. And it's great that I get to do music with you, my boy. Oh, she asked you that too. What was it like playing music with your dad?
It's really cool, cause I got like the opportunity of my career. I could start it earlier than usual, cause I heard,
You got the experience at a very young age now.
Yeah, like barely any kids do that. Like some kids play a musical instrument, but they're not in a band or anything like that.
They're not in a studio recording.
Yeah.
Yep. And we've got Anthony that helps us out, our producer Anthony. The way he produces us, he's good about telling you what to do or what parts to redo and everything, and he'll fix whatever he has to fix. But you've got that studio experience with Anthony too, and Anthony's real critical. Anthony's real precise, and he loves that you're always on time for the most part on your drumming.
Yeah. And plus, like, I don't even write my notes down. Like, I tell him to play what he, like, came up with one time, and then I think in my head what I'm gonna do, and then he plays it the second time, and then I start playing, and every time I get on time, I'm never making mistakes except for sometimes in the studio. It's only in the studio, but I could recognize when I'm making the mistakes. And sometimes, like, the one time when the drums were kind of like messing up, when Anthony needed to like fix it, I told him where to add the bass drum and the hi-hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Little adjustments.
Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes it's not fully me. Sometimes Anthony is like fixing some parts because he sees that it's on time, just a little bit of it is missing.
Mm-hmm.
So he just fixes it.
He might add a note or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all you playing drums for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
It's just little tweaks that Anthony does.
Yep.
And we've got a new song coming out. I just got to finish writing the lyrics. I've been working on those lyrics forever. But Anthony sent us a clip. When was it? Was it on... it was on Saturday.
No, Monday.
Was it Monday?
Hold on, no.
Yeah, it was Monday. It was Monday.
Yeah,
we were on our way to go have Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were with Miguel. So Anthony sent us a clip of our latest song. It has yet to be named. I've recorded some of the vocals, not all of them. I got to go in there and finish it. But Anthony had some ideas, and he sent me 2 samples of it. And I don't know if I misread some of the suggestions he made, but I heard both samples, and one of them had less guitars than the original. And I did tell Anthony, no, we gotta keep the guitars. We are a rock band, essentially. We're not gonna get rid of guitars. Guitars are gonna stay in there. I see what he meant with that other sample. Like, it does sound cool, but I want the guitars to be there because we're a rock band.
Yeah.
And but it sounds great. The first sample that we listened to, I loved it. What did you think about it?
I liked it.
And I wish I could show that off to you guys already because it sounds fucking intense. I've shown it to a select few people that I always show my music to, and they love it too. Surprisingly, some people are saying my vocals aren't what they expected. That I sing better than what they thought I would sing like. But I'm just being very critical of the lyrics all in all. I don't want to put just anything out there. I want to make sure that the lyrics make sense, that they don't sound rushed. But I'm gonna make it a point because I've already got the new lyrics. I've got some of them already hashed out. So if all goes well during my off time at work, this work hitch, maybe even at the airport tomorrow when I'm flying to work, I'll hash them out and get it done. That way, when I get home on Tuesday, we'll work it out with Tony, with Anthony, see when I can go in and finish the song. Because it sounds great. It sounds awesome.
Yep.
What do you think it sounds like to you? Because initially, whenever we first recorded it, we both felt that it had like a Pearl Jam type of sound to it, but now it sounds nothing like that.
Yeah, I feel like with our first song, Glow, it was kind of like a Red Hot Chili Peppers. Though in 1985, I felt like we created our own sound.
We did.
I didn't sing anything like... The only thing with those 2 songs is Adam's voice, because he sounds like Chino Moreno.
Yeah, he sounds like Chino Moreno from Deftones, huh?
Yep.
He does have that vibe about him. But what does my voice sound like?
It sounds pretty good, but I feel like...
I'm not Adam, though.
Yeah, it's because... Like, you sing good on the track, but I feel like you're better, like, doing songs, like,
writing them than singing them?
Well, no, not writing them, but, like, your voice is good, but, like, it's better when you're singing songs like Folsom Prison Blues.
Okay, like Johnny Cash style songs?
Yeah. I
can live with that. Yeah, because, so my vocals on this song, I know, speaking of Adam, whenever I showed the original sample to Adam, Adam was saying he didn't expect for me to go with my vocals where I went. Like, I guess he thought I was going to go somewhere else. Maybe I was going to try to copy or sound like another band. I I didn't though. Um, but yeah, it's coming together nicely. So as far as I'm concerned, I think that people are going to enjoy it for sure. I think some people might question if that's my voice or not, huh? But it's me. It's not auto-tuned or anything. It's going to be my voice. Um, excuse me. I didn't sing it as deep as my voice sounds, though, huh? It doesn't sound that deep.
No, you sung it like at like a little bit higher pitch of your voice, but it still sounds like you. I don't feel like it sounds like anything else. It sounds like you.
I like that. I dig it. I dig it. So hopefully, if I finish that song within the next week or so, I want to put it out there pretty quick. I want to show that song off to everybody because it sounds pretty good so far.
We were supposed to finish it last month.
I wanted to have it out there by January 1st, but again, I'm real picky with the lyrics, and I don't want it to be out there and regret it after I post it, you know? I want to have it be just right. I'm very critical, especially it being out there forever. I don't want to have to pull it down and change the lyrics if I'm not happy with them, so it'll happen. It's coming together nicely. So, another thing I talked about on the previous episode with Alex and Lisa, in the intro I was talking about fantasy football.
Yep.
And as far as fantasy football goes, I'm in 3 different leagues. The main 2 that I've been in for a long time, I think the recap told me I've been in NWO for 10 years. That's Ernie's league. So that means I've been in Eddie's league probably about 11 or 12 years. That being the case, whatever. A bunch of the same players from Eddie's league that I got into initially are also in Ernie's league. What was cool is I made it to the championship game on both leagues.
Yep.
And I made it to the championship game in my work league. I had the best record in my work league, and I went up against Wayne Ashmore, my buddy, and I'd beaten him twice in the regular season, but come the championship game, he beat me. He kicked my ass for sure. But as far as ADF, Eddie's League, All Day Football, and then NWO, Fantasy Football, Ernie's League, I went up against your Uncle Eddie in both leagues for the championship game. And I got fortunate, and I won both games, both championship games. I won a significant amount of money, so that was cool. I think more important than that, I think I'm starting. I'm the first one to win first place in both leagues, so I've got bragging rights for sure.
Mhm.
And I'm glad I won on both of them because it goes to show. Your cousin Leo, during the draft party, he was saying, "Oh, it looks like Rene finally learned how to draft." And I've known how to draft this whole time. It's just you do make the mistake every so often of getting the Eagles players because that's your favorite team, whatever, you know. But I went a different route this year for sure, and it worked out. It paid out for me. It went well.
What was your best player?
My best player was Lamar Jackson and Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry. I had Lamar Jackson in 2 of my leagues as my quarterback. I had Saquon Barkley in 2 of my teams. And I had Derrick Henry in the other one. The recap video that I got when I won a championship, when it gave me my best players and everything, one of them said Lamar Jackson. The other one said Saquon Barkley. So it went well for me. It worked out well for me. So on your Uncle Eddie's league, I can't remember who I had as a quarterback initially that I dropped for whatever reason. So I was stuck with Brock Purdy, and I was stuck with Bo Nix from the Broncos. And Brock Purdy hadn't been doing that good, but he kicked ass this last Monday night game, and that's what helped me. I was already going to defeat your Uncle Eddie, but Brock Purdy showed up and scored higher than he had pretty much the rest of the season earlier on. So I won. And as far as football goes, what do you think about the numbers 41-7? What's that?
The Cowboys and Eagles game.
Yeah.
My grandpa, before like a couple of days before Christmas, he said he was gonna switch to the Kansas City Chiefs because he was tired of the Cowboys losing over and over. But then he got a Cowboy Cup for Christmas.
From Uncle Rudy
from
and
Theo Rudy.
Nieces.
Yep. And I told him he couldn't switch. He told me he was gonna do it anyway. And then yesterday when we were at Big Dog's party, Big Dog told you that if you're a Cowboys fan, you shouldn't switch teams.
Yeah, but if you get tired of your team being terrible, no, I mean, for sure, the Eagles always played great. They've had seasons where, like last year, where they didn't do their best. They got lucky and won a lot, but at the end of the season, they played terrible. But yeah, that's true. You got to stick with your team no matter what, through the good and the bad. I'm never going to switch teams. But if I was a Cowboys fan, I'd for sure be tired of them losing, and I'd for sure switch teams. But that's because the Cowboys are the Cowboys are terrible. And I think Grandpa's fed up with the Cowboys being as bad as they are.
Yeah.
It's to the point where it's not even funny anymore how bad they are.
Yeah.
So as far as what determines you being a winner on any team, whether it be or any sport, what determines who wins? If you're in baseball, football, or basketball?
Score.
Yeah. So Micah Parsons, one of the defensive players on the Cowboys, was saying that the game was a lot closer than what the scoreboard led you to believe, which makes no sense. The score is the score. 41-7 is not a close game. So what was he thinking? What do you think?
He was trying to keep the Cowboys' legacy, I guess, because he tried to get them to not feel as embarrassed as the moment was.
Good answer.
Yeah.
You're probably right. But like I said, it's almost you can't even make fun of them that much anymore because you just feel bad about it, how bad they are. As far as our Eagles, I'm hoping for the best. They're kicking butt. They're doing great.
Mm-hmm.
Saquon Barkley is amazing. The defense is amazing. A lot of people are saying they're going to make it to the Super Bowl and win it. And I don't want to say that yet because they could make a mistake here and there and mess up altogether. And I'd rather wait till the day that they're in the Super Bowl before I say anything. I hope they get to that point. I'm optimistic that they will get that far, but there's a saying you don't count your chickens before they hatch. I'm afraid of saying they're going to make it there and then they don't, because you never know. Football's football. They're all paid professionals, and they might get their ass beat by a team they don't expect to beat them. It's already happened before.
Who are we playing day one for the playoffs?
We'll find out after this week. It's going to be either the Commanders, I think, or I can't remember who the other team is right now. It's going to be the Commanders or someone else. I don't remember who.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so how do you think we'll do?
I think we'll do pretty good. We got one of the highest. We have one of the highest. What is it called?
Who? Which player?
No, well, not player. No, we have one of the highest records in the league right now. So
Yeah.
I'm sure we're doing good. Plus, Saquon's been doing really good,
Mm-hmm.
especially with that play where he jumped over the guy.
That was amazing, huh? Where he jumped backwards over what team was it? Was it against? I can't remember who it was against. But yeah, a Ravens player, I think.
Yeah, it was the Ravens.
It was the Ravens, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That and rookie. I was gonna combine the words rookie and Cooper. Cooper DeJean, the rookie, went up against Derrick Henry in that game and didn't let him run a whole lot. He stopped him real good, and Derrick Henry's a beast of a running back.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so how do you feel about having the baby and Ruby here a lot? How do you feel about being an older cousin to little Ryland?
It's pretty cool, 'cause I never really got to hold my sister, and I never really got to hold my other baby cousin, and I hold him a lot. Sometimes he tries to turn around and scratch my face, so I have to hold him back.
He's a squirmy baby.
Which makes grandma grab him out of my hands. And but it's cool because I see him a lot more than my other cousins, and he basically comes every time you're home.
Yeah, we love having him around, huh?
Yep, like 2 times when you're home.
Yeah, we see the baby and Ruby a lot, and we wouldn't change that for the world. We love having them over, and I think the baby brings a new energy to the house. Yeah, because it made everybody happy having the baby here. Like your grandma and grandpa are really happy having them, and of course Ruby being his mama, Ruby's really happy having her first baby, and then everybody here, me, you, Theo Rudy, Isis, Theo Ruben.
Yeah, and then Ricky's baby.
And then Ricky's going to have a baby coming up too. So my nephew Ricky had just told us a couple weeks back that him and his lady Ariana are going to have a baby. And then on Christmas Day, he came and told us that he's going to have a daughter. So little Ryland's going to have a little cousin to play with about her age, a little bit older than her.
I'm kind of mad about that.
You're mad about that? You wanted a boy or what?
Yes.
Why'd you want a boy?
So that way when I get older, I could rough house with the both of them.
What were you planning on teaching both of them?
Like baseball, football, how to drum.
How to draw too, maybe?
Yeah, draw.
Teach them all the cool things that older cousins can teach their little cousins.
Yeah.
Well, you can teach little girls some cool stuff too, I'm sure.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be cool to have her too, though. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Another cute baby in the Rodriguez family.
Yep.
And I don't know if Ricky wants the name out there yet, but we know the name already, and that's cool. I like her name.
Yeah.
He's gonna stay with Rodriguez R tradition, the R names, because we've got Grandpa Ricardo, we had your Uncle Rick, and then your Theo Ruben, me, Rene, your Theo Rudy. We've got Ruby, Ricky, Rosie. Desiree's middle name is Rain, and then you got a little Rudy, and then there was you, Ryan.
Yep.
Now we got Ryland. And then Ricky's going with an R name for his baby girl too.
Yep.
So we're excited that the family's growing bigger, so that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
She'll be a cool kid because Ricky's got good taste in football. He's got good taste in music also like we do, so it's going to go great.
Yeah.
She'll be a cool kiddo. Hey, if we go back to the topic of music, I think one of my resolutions for this year is to, for sure, now that I'm home more often, I want to record more music in Anthony's studio.
We really need to.
We got to get more songs out there or finish an album's worth of music. It's going to be a lot easier now that I'm home more often, so it's going to be great. I want to record that funky song next after we finish this one.
Yeah, we need something more energetic.
Yeah, so, excuse me again, that coffee making me burp. So, Ryan and I jam out to a funky song that one for sure has a Chili Peppers vibe to it.
Yeah.
And the Chili Peppers is pretty much one of my ultimate favorite bands for sure. I've got a lot of favorite bands, but the Chili Peppers, oh man, I love the Chili Peppers.
Is it after Soundgarden or before?
Soundgarden was the first band that I liked, but then the Chili Peppers after a while became the ultimate to me because I think as much as I love Soundgarden, it's just the way John Frusciante plays guitar and the way Flea plays the bass and then the way Chad plays the drums, and of course Anthony has unique vocals too, so I just love it all, the way it comes together.
Especially how on Return of the Dream Canteen and Unlimited Love, how they let Flea play the trumpet on some of the tracks.
Yeah.
And it sounded pretty good.
They did on some of the old songs too, like Taste the Pain has a Flea playing the trumpet as well. That's a real good song too. But this song that I want to record next for sure has a Chili Peppers vibe. So I'm gonna try and do the same thing for the vocals on that one. I think my voice will work great on that one.
Yep.
I think my voice, if I try to do an Anthony Kiedis style vocals, I think I can pull it off. Because if I do karaoke, my go-tos are always Johnny Cash, the Chili Peppers, Cake. Those are my top 3 bands as far as doing karaoke. So I think I can do Anthony style vocals for sure. Mm-hmm. Or if not that, maybe John Frusciante style vocals.
Well, yeah, but like it would have to be a certain part of the song if you're gonna do like John Frusciante's vocals.
The backing vocals.
Yeah, cause he only like does like the back vocals when it's like a softer part of the song.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It adds depth to the music.
Yep.
Yeah, so I want to record that one next for sure. I'm interested in seeing how Anthony will approach that one because Anthony, he'll add his touch as a producer to our songs.
Mm-hmm.
And that one is going to be different. I think that one's going to knock him for a loop. I don't know what he's going to add to that one. I know he'll figure it out. But I wonder what Anthony's going to do with that one.
You know how like most of our songs have like a tundra like intro to it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want that one to have it because
I think that one just the guitar lick, the intro that I came up with. I think that'll be.
Yeah.
And then once the chords come in, everything jumps in. Mm-hmm. Is that what you're thinking, or?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's alright. Like try to do something like John Frusciante at the beginning of If You Have to Ask, like something like that.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I have going on. Mm-hmm. And for sure, I'm gonna write wacky lyrics that don't make sense for the verses, like Anthony, and then the chorus is gonna be sung, not rapped. So we'll see how that comes out, man. That's gonna be intense.
We should have Jerice on that one.
I want to have Jerice on that one. We got to reach out to him because we got to come up with like a bass solo part where I'll stop singing, mm-hmm. and that was the idea that I had. And Jerice is my coworker. Jerice goes by the rapper name Grand One. He's got great music out there, and I've always wanted him on one of my tracks. And I've shown Ryan his music years back.
When we went to White Sands.
Yeah, he raps really good, and I've always wanted Jerice. He's one of my best friends, one of my brothers on the railroad, and I think if I can get him some bars on this song, it'd make sense. So I could do my parts, like probably a verse, chorus, and have him come in at the bridge, like after a bass solo or something.
Yeah. So
speaking of the bass, I've got my music mentor from when I was a youngin' in Phoenix. I already reached out to him before. Angel Zamorano's his name. Angel's a bass player. He plays amazing bass, and he'd already told me he'd help me out for sure. Once I get the song together, he's played professionally for a bunch of big acts, both Mexican artists and R&B artists in the States. Also, he's toured the world playing bass. Angel said he'd help me out, so my idea for this song, of course, is it sounds like the Chili Peppers, is for it to be funky. And again, going into the bridge, if I could have a bass solo for him, I'll tell him just do a bass solo here. Like Shine, do whatever you got to do, and then have a part where you kind of like simple it down a little bit. And that's where Jerice would come in and rap or something.
Yeah.
And then it'll close off, after that bridge, it'll close off with another verse and the chorus. Because the way we play it so far, it's not that long of a song. It'll be a short, quick song.
Yeah.
So I think it's right at 3 minutes, but if we do that, we'll have it right at about 4 minutes or just over 4 minutes long. It'll be a perfect song, I think. Mm-hmm. A perfect song for Angel to play bass on, and a perfect song for Jerice to rap on. And I already told Jerice as well, like, I want you on a song at some point, so I think this will be the perfect opportunity for him to join us. And that'll be great, man. But we got to record that one and so much more music, man.
Yeah, I didn't even put out an album. It's just singles.
Just singles you want?
Well, no, we need to put out an album.
Yeah, because my plan is to eventually, even once we have at least 10 songs, make that an album, and then even print some out on vinyl. That way we could sell a couple of records for people to listen to on their record players.
Yeah.
I looked into it. I looked into that before, and it's kind of expensive. So I can't remember how many records I was thinking about printing out, but if I were to do that, it'd be expensive unless anybody has a hookup with somebody that'll do it for cheaper. But we'd have to sell the records for about $40 each just to break out even. So we need to hook up with records.
Will we get money from like Spotify and Apple Music?
That's if we get people that listen to us a lot. So we got to get people to notice us. We got to push it on social media. We got to push it everywhere. You make money whenever you have 1,000 plus, no, not 1,000, like 1,000,000 plus listeners. If people keep on listening to you, like on a daily basis, that's where you start making money.
What if?
But Spotify doesn't pay you that much. That's the sad thing about it, though.
That's why Joe Rogan switched.
I don't know what the deal is with that. That's out of my mindset. I don't know. I'm not that smart.
So like for like the store that sells your vinyls, do they get half of the money that you're getting?
No. You pay them whatever they charge you for the service, and they send you the records, however many records you ask for, and once you get the records, you sell them for whatever you want to sell them for, either to break out even or to make profit. It makes sense to make profit, but they're so expensive that you can't really sell them for extra money because then people aren't going to buy them. And so you pretty much sell them just to make your money back. Because there's people that do like buying records, so.
And so basically, you pay them to sell your record, and you get all the money.
Mm-hmm. Once you pay them, they already did the service for you. They already printed your record. They already printed the packaging for it. And I think they got different packages. Like you pay for your record, you pay for your package, and you give them the images you want on it and everything, and they send you. It's the same as if you were to say. It's the same as whenever you make T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to make custom T-shirts, you put your design on it. You have them do it for you. They print the design. They put on a shirt. They sell it to you for a discounted rate, and then you sell it for a little bit more. But that's what I'm saying with records. The records are a bit more expensive, so we don't want to sell them for expensive because then people won't buy them.
Mm.
We gotta sell them for whatever makes us break out even.
So if we
it'll be hard to convince people to pay a lot for it, I think.
So if it's at least a couple thousand listeners a day, then we'll at least make a little bit over $1 million in a year.
No, I wish.
Well, yeah, but that's 1,000. But like,
we would have to have millions of listeners a day.
Millions of listeners a day?
Yes, to make money like that, maybe. But there's famous bands that don't have that many listeners in a day. It's not that easy. Yeah, like Taylor Swift, she gets that. It's gonna be hard to beat Taylor Swift, your favorite artist.
No, it's not. I hate her.
You don't hate her.
Yes, I do. Kanye carried her career at one point in 2009.
She's cute though.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is.
Well, probably with the makeup, but under the makeup, I'm sure. Ugh. She only got famous from the past year because she was dating Travis Kelce. That's the reason why she got more famous.
No, she was already famous.
She was famous, but not as famous as she was last year.
She makes more money than Travis Kelce, so Travis Kelce is going to be more famous because of her. Yeah, because she's got all the money in the world. Travis Kelce doesn't. He makes good money in the football, but not Taylor Swift money.
Yeah, but
she's like one of the richest artists in the world right now. She makes money through her music everywhere. Her concerts, the streaming. She makes crazy money.
Well, yeah, but there's some artists that have their clothing brands. Like Yeezy and a couple more. I forgot what else though.
But anyway, we're not going to make Taylor Swift money streaming.
Well,
I mean, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's hard to do it. It's good to stay optimistic and make that be a plan.
Because when I try to do my career, when I said I'm gonna try to be a rapper, as soon as I drop a album, 2 days later after I drop it, I'm gonna work on another album. I'm at least gonna try to do 2 albums a year. So that way my vinyls could sell good, my Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube could sell good, and all of that. And if I make Instagram and TikTok for myself, I'll get millions of followers. If I consistently post, I'll get money from those 2 apps as well.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to say it's impossible, because if you can achieve it, that'll be badass. I just think you should focus on rock music, because you're amazing at drums.
I'm amazing at drums, but you saw the beats I'm making on GarageBand, and that's not even a app that rap producers use to make music. Usually they use something like FL Studio, BandLab, Logic Pro X. But me, I'm just using the original Apple one, GarageBand, and I'm making good music on it with no vocals.
But I have yet to hear you rap.
I'm not gonna rap. I want to, but it's cause
You gotta start rapping, boy.
I feel like I don't have the voice yet, cause my voice is still a little bit too higher pitched. So I need to wait at least until I'm 18 years old. And
No, you could start now, dude. You could develop your voice.
you want me to do this?
Yes.
No, like
No, you could rap as a kid right now, and you could mature with time and change your voice as it goes. You gotta start right now, dude. That way, by the time you're 18 or whatever you want to start, you're gonna have your voice established.
at least until I'm 14, and then I'll go up from there.
But it's like drums. You start practicing at a young age, and you polish up your skills every day. It could be the same thing with rap. You can start rapping right now, start writing raps, and make them better as time goes on.
But how do you get into the industry? Because I heard that somebody has to sign you to the industry, but they already have to.
People gotta like your music. The right person has to listen to your music and like it. Like, I think that our music with One Star Day is real good. I think it's really good, but it is our music, so I might be wrong, but I think our music is great. If the right people listen to that and they know our story, like, hey, this is a father and son band, who's to say we wouldn't get signed? You know? But as far as music and One Star Day, I'm just doing this for me and you right now. This is our project. I don't know how far it'll go, but I'm just happy doing music with you.
Mm-hmm.
This is our project that we started as you as a kid, me as your dad, and wherever this takes us, that's cool. But I'm just doing it to have fun and to write music with my son.
But what is it with record labels?
We could start our own.
I don't. Cause I don't know. Cause I don't really want to do a record label. I just sign to it and just live my career how it's supposed to be. And I also want to start a clothing brand. But that's like kind of like based off like the record label that I'm assigned to is style. So if it has like kind of like a punk style, then I'll make like punk kind of clothes like that. If it's like a streetwear style, then I'll do something like that.
Okay. Create your own style, boy.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
One Star Day, little bro.
Don't call me little bro.
One Star Day is gonna be. Our music is great for sure.
Yes.
I love our music.
We created our own sound on our second song.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that one, we don't sound like anybody. We made that song and we made it to make sure that it didn't sound like anybody. We made it to make sure that we made our own sound. We made it to make sure that like our sound can be used with this band and this band only because nobody else has this sound.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Yep.
But for sure, you could tell we're a rock band. We're a rock band. We sound great, and I don't want to stop doing this, man. I want to write music with you forever. Eventually, you're going to want to do your other bands, and that's cool.
I don't want to do bands no more. I'll stick to this one. Because, I mean, like, if
what about when I'm viejito and not cool? You don't want to start another band with someone else? With your
cool.
buddies?
I already said that. I already said that.
So even when I'm 60, you're going to be in the band with me? When I'm 65?
It depends when the band retires.
Or are you going to bring, you're going to keep One Star Day alive and bring new members after a while? It is a good band name.
It's a good band name, but I don't want it to be like Pantera. Because Pantera isn't as good as they are now. Pantera...
Pantera's great. What are you talking about?
Pantera's great, but they were better with Dimebag.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Pantera's amazing. That's what I'm saying. Eventually, you're going to want to branch out into another band, and you're going to forget about your dear old dad.
I don't want to get into another band.
Just us?
If anything happens when the band retires... So, like, hold on, wait. Before anything... if you're 60, I'll be 30 something. So, no. If you're 64, then I'll be 30. If you're 60, I'll be 26. Well, no. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But, like, even on Instagram, like, Instagram and TikTok, I follow a lot of people, but like when I'm scrolling on Reels, like if they have like, cause I follow some people that they don't have their own music like on Spotify or anything. They just post clips of them making music, making beats, and it sounds good. If it sounds good, I'll follow them. And even with drawing too, I follow a lot of people who can draw. And I respect that because they're putting their potential into it.
Right.
And like for those people that are doing like the music, then like for sure one day I really want to work with them.
Yeah, but all I'm saying though is what I want you to do with music is to expand as much as you can. Eventually, I want you to play with other bands. Eventually, I want you to help. Because like even when you started playing drums, when you started taking drum classes, your Theo Ruben told you that eventually you're going to meet a kid that plays guitar, you're going to meet a kid that plays bass. And they might not be as good as you because you started at a young age, but you're going to help them shine. Like I think eventually it'll be cool if you start another band once you're a little bit older. Start a garage band with your buddies or whatever and get that experience also. Music outside of whatever me and you do. We're always going to have our music for sure. We're always going to have our music. And I'm going to do this with you as long as I can. But also, I want to see you do your own thing too with music, with you drumming. Because I think you can do a lot with more bands too.
But like, one thing for sure, I wouldn't want to start another band. But like when One Star Day like retires, but I would like. Well, like I don't know why you're laughing.
No, because when One Star Day retires sounded funny to me. It's okay. You didn't say it wrong. I'm just laughing.
So like when One Star Day retires, I wouldn't want to start another band. I would just like to help out what bands, like if their like drummer is sick, maybe I could fill in for them, like something like that. I wouldn't want to start another one though.
No?
No.
You might change your mind in the future.
Mm-mm.
You might change your mind.
I won't.
But I'm flattered that you want One Star Day as your only band.
Yeah.
I'm flattered at that. That makes me feel good.
Yeah, cause like.
But I'm just saying because you're such a great drummer, you can help out a lot of people, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're such a great drummer. You're a good talent, so you could help out a lot of other bands too. Because imagine what if there's a band with your friends or whatever, and they make it big. Because like it is right now with guitar, I can play my style. I can't play every other style. What if you like heavy metal? What if you find somebody that plays metal real good and you want to play metal?
Like, I do like metal a lot, but like not like that metal to like the point where you genuinely can't understand their voice.
Right. No. You're like Metallica metal, Megadeth metal.
Yeah. Like.
But more modern.
Mhm. Like Slipknot.
Like Slipknot.
Slipknot is like the end of the line where I stopped with metal, because Corey Taylor, you could hear his voice really clearly, because like
he's an amazing talent.
Yeah, he is. Even with what was that one song, Wait and Bleed, you could like hear his voice come out really good, and like even when he's doing like that, like the screaming voice, you could still hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think as far as our music, and you know this because I've told you this before, but as far as our music goes, I don't want our music to be just one category. Like, look at what not so much the Chili Peppers anymore, but I mean they do it too, where some songs are funky, some of them are kind of heavy, some of them are slow. They don't limit themselves at all.
Yeah.
Some of them are jazzy, but even like the Foo Fighters play every style of rock music. It's always going to be the Foo Fighters, but not every song sounds the same. It's like they don't stick to one type of rock music. If it sounds good to them, they're going to use it. And that's what I want to do with our music. If it sounds good to us, like I'm saying, this new song, not the one that's about to come out once we finish it, but the funky one, that's going to sound different than 1985.
Yeah.
But it's still going to sound like us. It's going to sound different than Glow, but it's still going to sound like us. So I think we can't limit ourselves. And again, that's why I go into the whole, I wonder how Tony's going to, or Anthony, I wonder how Anthony's going to approach this new one, because it's different than everything else we've done.
Yeah.
But it sounds cool. Like whenever Adrian heard us playing it here, all funky, Adrian loved it. He's like, dude, you guys got to record that. I was like, yeah, that's the plan. We love it. So it'll be fun. One Star Day, bro. It's going to be cool. Whatever we do. And again, that's our resolution for this year. Get One Star Day music out there more songs, released a lot sooner. More than likely, possibly the entire album as opposed to singles. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yep. And we do want people, as far as how I'm talking about our music and everything. Anthony is great at what he does in the studio. He owns Dark Side Studios. Very meticulous, very professional. Anthony is top notch, man. So if you guys know anybody that wants to record music, any bands or whatever genre, doesn't matter. Anthony's recorded some people that do like that. I don't know what to call it other than just say the name, like Peso Pluma style music. I know he had a kid that played that style of music that he recorded there, and it came out great. His recordings came out nice and crisp and clear. Anthony's real good at what he does. He's real passionate about his craft in the studio. He's an amazing metal guitarist, but just because he's metal doesn't mean he can't do everything else right. You know, like Tony's a stickler for your timing in your music, for the clarity in your music. So if you guys know anybody that wants to record music, reach out to Anthony at Darkside Studios, or reach out to me and I'll get you in contact with Anthony. You know what? For El Paso, they're very good rates as far as recording music there. They're very good rates. Especially with all the time and attention to detail that he puts into every song that he works on. It's whatever his rates are at the moment, it's well worth it, because he goes into your song in and out every which end of that tune. He's going to make sure it sounds right before he says it's a completed song. So yeah, Darkside Studios, reach out to Anthony or myself, and we'll get you squared away if you know anybody that wants to record. Love working with Anthony, and I don't plan on working with anybody else because Anthony's great. Oh, and Anthony, so our song that we're about to release too, once I finish it, Anthony played bass on that song, and he did a great job playing bass on it too. So I love the way he played bass on it.
Yep.
Yeah, he did real good, huh, Ryan?
He did really good.
Yeah, because I was playing a little bit too busy of a bass line, and he was like, "No, let me try it."
Yeah, like I was telling you on the night we went to Texas Roadhouse, you told Brenda that I get really competitive with drums because like when I told you just right now, well, like when people on drums see like keep on doing too much, like they're going all around the drum set. Like yeah, I could respect that, but what? Why are you doing that face?
No, I'm looking at the cameras over here.
Oh. Like, I can respect that. Stop!
I'm laughing because you're telling me about my face. I don't know what other face to have. I'm looking at you on the camera, making sure it's good.
So, when you told Brenda that I like being competitive with drums, that I don't like people doing too much, because, like, if they're going around the drums, like, the whole set that they have, I respect that a lot. They're trying to do a little bit of everything, but like basically in the drum community, basically like that, less equals more and more equals you're doing too much. So like, you know how like sometimes like in like Chili Pepper songs, Chad will like pause at a certain moment at like a certain lyric when Anthony's about to say something, and then he like starts it off like really energetically. Like, I like that because he's not doing too much, but he's still being energetic.
Right.
With it. So like, let's say like you're doing like a funky part on the song, you could just use the hi-hat, the bass, the snare, and one tom. That's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the crash cymbal. Not the whole set for it.
Right.
So like, I don't know, because I don't like people doing too much because I feel like they're trying to sort of like...
It's showman junk.
Like trying to make themselves look better, like trying to show people, oh yeah, I'm better than this drummer because I do all of this and this. But like, I feel like people trying to prove themselves better than other people that do the same thing as them is like kind of corny, because honestly,
it's too much.
Yeah, it's too much. Like, if you're trying to prove yourself to somebody that you're better than another person, the reason I'm saying it's corny is because
it's because you're showing all your tricks in one shot.
Yeah, basically. Like, nobody wants to see that. They just want to see you do your best and not trying to make it look messy or anything. Like, if you're going, like, everywhere, like, you don't even care what it sounds like. Like, let's say you need to do, like, then, like, but, like, you still do something else to make it sound, to like, for you to think it sounds better. Just do what you need to do. Because, like, it genuinely gets annoying because, I mean, like, it gets annoying because you have one job to do something that you're supposed to do, but you choose something else because you think it will sound better. At least, like, try it out, but after, like, the majority of your band says that they don't like it, stop trying it and just do what you were supposed to originally do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
the reason I was making my face was because I'm proud of you that you're noticing that stuff at an early age.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was like smiling, because I'm like, oh, this boy gets it. Because that's not something that you and I have ever talked about, and I'm tripping out that you get it. You understand the whole concept of music.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking earlier about Angel Zamorano, my mentor, my buddy that's a bass teacher or a bass player. He would tell me about that as far as guitar, that a bunch of that, all that showmanship stuff is cool and everything, but it's too much. He would tell me that too. Mm-hmm. He's like, no, just use the proper notes that you need. Make use of your talent without overdoing it.
Yeah, for sure. Cause
Yep.
I mean, if you're trying to just make yourself look better, people will start to not like you no more because you're just trying to prove yourself better than another person, and they will start feeling bad for that person because at that point it's kind of bullying because you're trying to make yourself look better than that person.
Or they're trying to outshine the band.
Yeah, basically.
They're trying to be the focal point of the band.
Like, yeah, for sure, the drum keeps like the tempo.
Drums and bass, very important. They're the backbone of the band.
Yeah, like it keeps the tempo good for the band. Cause like, I mean, once you have the drum, you still need to like even when you have the drums, because if you don't have the drums, then basically you can't make the music, because like if you're doing rock, it needs to include drums because that's your tempo and that's what you need to do. Well, like, it's your tempo basically, and it keeps like the bass. It's like the drum and the bass are the root of the band.
Mm-hmm.
And
the backbone, like I just said.
Yep. And the vocals and the guitar, there's something just to add over the bass and drums, so that way it sounds...
They're equally as important because they make the song shine, but without the backbone,
yeah,
it ain't the same.
So like the vocals and the guitar, I was saying, like, it's the root of the band because they... Oh my god, why do I keep on...
Brain farting?
Yeah, it's like they're the root of the band because they're the one that makes...
They set the pace.
They set the pace. The guitar goes over it, so does the vocals, and they just make it sound better so that way the music doesn't sound empty.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay. So I'm genuinely impressed with your knowledge of music so far, man. I'm very impressed and I'm very proud of you, man, because you're vocalizing a lot of stuff that people your age don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
So I dig it. I'm impressed by your talent and I'm impressed by your know-how. And I'm glad you're my boy. I'm glad you're my son.
Thank you.
What about podcasting? Do you ever want to start podcasting?
No, just be on podcasts.
Just be on podcasts? What about streaming your video game play or anything else?
For sure. Like, when I do my solo stuff, I like on my YouTube channel where like all the music videos are and all of that, I also do want to put like gaming videos and stuff, so that way I could also get money from Twitch and whatever I want to be streaming on. Like if I get donations, and then eventually if I get like more than 1 million followers again, I'll gain money again.
Yeah, so I want to reach out to, we just had, like I said, Alex and Lisa, that couple that streams their video game play and movie play on Twitch and Discord and TikTok and Instagram. I want to see how they do it because I know we've got all the equipment, but I could use that know-how as far as how they do it.
Yeah, I already have a Twitch account and a Kick account, so I just need a camera. Well, no, not really a camera, because I can already stream YouTube on the PlayStation. Just, we don't got enough subscribers.
Well, so you got to put your stuff out there. That way you get more stuff.
That's why I was asking you, how do I hook my account to like record videos? Because I have no videos on my YouTube channel. Like, I want to start doing like video gameplay first.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, because I want to link my account to the PlayStation so that way not only you can record videos for your YouTube channel, but so can I.
So yeah, man, it's been a fun conversation with my son, Ryan, my 10-year-old drummer. Almost 11 in a couple of months. If you think about it, you're 4 months away from 11 years old.
Yep.
But I want to take this moment real quick after this fun conversation with my boy to wish everybody a happy 2025. I think 2024 was a great year. I for sure got I for sure got way healthier than I was this last year. Um, and I plan on keeping that up. I got to lose, I'm not going to say lose weight. I got to get healthier for sure still. And so I set my mind to that goal. And it's not a New Year's resolution. Fuck resolutions. I think as far as resolutions go, I'm going to do fun stuff. Like I do want to keep, like I said earlier, I want to record more of our music. I want to start painting again too, because I've had my guests like Chuco Chamuco and my awesome Didi artists, and Diego Robot. I haven't painted in forever, and that was something that I thought I was pretty good at it, So if I could make use of my talent that way, I'm going to start painting again here pretty soon. I've already got canvases and a couple of paints. I just got to get the ball rolling. So those are my resolutions for this year: to paint more, to get our music out there more, and to keep this podcast going, man. Because I love doing this. I love talking to people. I love talking to my son. It's been fun. This last year when I started doing this, 2024,
Yeah.
it was a good thing because it gives me something new to do, and I dig it. I love it. And then, yeah. Just fun resolutions for 2025.
Hold up. Wait, switch the camera to me. I gotta educate my dad one more time. Switch it to that. Switch it right there.
Switch it to that one?
Yeah.
It's on that one.
You could use limes and coffee to decrease your belly fat.
How do you do that?
You pour coffee powder, the little coffee powder, on the lime, and you eat it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Where'd you find that out? TikTok.
No, not TikTok. I found on some education website at school.
Oh, okay. But also, it's just working out, man. I just got to start working out more again. I got to start working out again. And this December, I did make it a point to, you know what? I'm going to eat, not overeat, but I'm going to eat regular Christmas food. I didn't eat too many tamales. I didn't. But we did have a lot of cake, huh?
I barely had a slice. No, I didn't even have a slice. I didn't even finish it.
But I did. Me, your Theo, Isis, Grandma, Grandpa, we all had a bunch of cake because we had Rudy's birthday cake on his birthday. And then we threw the party for me and Theo Rudy, and we had 3 birthday cakes because I bought one for me and I bought one for Theo Rudy. And then Grandma and Grandpa brought a 3rd birthday cake to the party. And then on my birthday on December 25th, I bought a cake for myself. And then my mom and dad, Grandma and Grandpa, brought another cake again. And we've had cake all month long, pretty much.
Yeah.
And pumpkin pie.
And then a couple days before the party, Grandma and Grandpa brought the cake, and I dipped it. I put it in a bowl and I poured milk on it.
Yeah, I remember that.
I like doing that a lot because it tastes good, especially when you get like the corner piece and there's frosting on the side. Because there's more frosting, the milk mixed with the frosting with the cake bread. It tastes so good.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, but I'm going to get healthier for sure this year. That's the goal, to get healthier. Again, not as a resolution, just as a lifestyle choice. Fortunately, we got the right people around us that want to do the same thing. Like Adrian, our producer, our co-producer. Adrian does crazy stuff to get healthy. I'm going to take a note from Adrian too. Do some of the things that he does. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun health journey this year, 2025. Just got to keep it going after that, So again, I wish everybody a prosperous and healthy 2025. What do you want to wish people, Ryan?
I want to wish people that they learn new things this year.
That's good.
And that
never stop learning.
Yeah. And that they, what is it?
What did your Theo Ruben tell you about books or something? Never stop learning because knowledge is power.
Yeah. But he told me on Christmas Day that books are gold.
Books are better than gold, yeah. I gave him I gave him a book with all of I think it's a lot of Edgar Allan Poe's stories. Like The Raven was for sure on there, and he was real happy to get that gift.
Who's that guy?
Quoth the Raven, nevermore. I'll teach you who he is. I'll show you some stuff later.
Alright.
Yeah. So this is Rene and Ryan on the Long Story Longer podcast.
Hi.
Wishing everybody, again, a prosperous and healthy 2025. I want to send a shout out to all our friends and family. We love you all. Everybody that's in our immediate circle and even everybody beyond our immediate circle. We've got nothing but love for all of you. I say that a lot about appreciating and loving everybody that we come across. And I mean it, you know. Everybody that's in our lives, everybody that we stay in contact with. Y'all mean the world to us, you know. We could name people individually and go beyond that, but it'd take forever because we just care about so many people, huh, Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that we care about, you know, and we do want to send prayers out also to everybody, anybody that might need some prayers here and there as far as complications with life or what have you. If you guys ever need a prayer, just reach out to us and we'll make it a point to say a prayer for you guys too. I'm a strong believer in that prayer does help heal. Prayer does help almost any situation. I don't get religious often at all on the show, you know, but prayer is power also, man, and we could all use a prayer every so often, you know. But yeah, man, we love and appreciate all of you. Peace out.
But wait, I faced the wrong camera.
Yeah.
Bye.